Hello, ladies, and welcome to our new Bible reading series. I'm Cindra Enlow from heavenlyplace.com, and this year, as we read through the Bible, we'll explore God's incredible story of love and redemption. If you're looking for a Bible reading plan that's simple and doable, this is it. So let's get started and discover the heart of God together, one chapter at a time. Hello, ladies, and welcome back to our one-year Bible reading plan. This is week 17, day 3, and our scheduled reading is 1 Chronicles chapters 7 through 10. So we're still working our way through the genealogies for today, but we see that the focus begins to shift, as we'll see in chapter 7 and 8, list the descendants of the remaining tribes of Israel. And these are the people who returned from exile, and they're part of something much bigger, connected to God's promises through their ancestors. As we've seen before, some names show up more than once, and that's because the writer often tells the family lines in segments, like we discussed before, sometimes focusing on the different branches or generations, and then sometimes circling back to emphasize a key figure or a high priest. Again, this isn't to confuse, but it does serve a purpose. And, as we trace the heritage and we show the spiritual identity of these different lines. So by the time we reach chapter 9, the genealogies wrap up and we see a list of those who returned from the exile. It's like they're beginning again. It's a roll call of the faithful who came back to rebuild what was lost. Then in chapter 10, we step back into the historical storyline with the death of King Saul, which works out for us because if you'll remember, we did have to skip that episode a few weeks ago because I missed those days. But this chapter recounts that tragic battle with the Philistines when Saul's sons were killed, and Saul killed himself in the battle. And unfortunately, this happens because Saul was unfaithful to God and he didn't seek his guidance. So this sets the stage for David, who will step up in the next chapters and take center stage. But here's where we see the heart of God in this reading. We see that God never loses sight of his people. Through every name, through every tribe, through every failure, God is still moving the story forward. And he gives new beginnings, and he calls us back to him, even after loss. In these chapters, we see God's people coming back from exile, but God is beginning again. It's a new beginning. Okay, let's get into our reading. 1 Chronicles chapter 7 through 10. 1 Chronicles 7. Of the sons of Issachar, Tola, Puah, Jashub, and Shimron. 4. The sons of Tola, Uzi, Raphiah, Jeriel, Jamai, Ibsam, and Shemuel, heads of their fathers' houses of Tola, mighty men of valor in their generations. Their number in the days of David was 22,600. The son of Uzi, Izrahiah. The sons of Izrahiah, Michael, Obadiah, Joel, and Ashiah. 5. All of them chief men. With them, by their generations after their fathers' houses, were bands of the army for war, 36,000, for they had many wives and sons. Their brothers among all the families of Issachar, mighty men of valor, listed in all by genealogy, were 87,000. The sons of Benjamin, Bela, Becher, and Jediel. 3. The sons of Bela, Esbon, Uzi, Uziel, Jeremoth, and Eri. 5. Heads of fathers' houses, mighty men of valor, and they were listed by genealogy, 22,034. The sons of Becher, Zemira, Joash, Eliezer, Eluenai, Omri, Jeremoth, Abijah, Anathoth, and Alameth. All these were the sons of Becher. They were listed by genealogy after their generations, heads of their fathers' houses, mighty men of valor, 20,200. The son of Jediel, Bilhan. The sons of Bilhan, Jush, Benjamin, Ehud, Chenana, Zethan, Tarshish, and Ahishahar. All these were sons of Jediael, according to the heads of their fathers' households, mighty men of valor, 17,200, who were able to go out in the army for war. So were Shupim, Hupim, the sons of Ir, Hushim, and the sons of Aher, the sons of Naphtali, Jazeel, Guni, Jezer, Shalom, and the sons of Bilhah, the sons of Manasseh, Asriel, whom his concubine the Aramitess Zebor. She bore Machir, the father of Gilead. Machir took a wife of Hupim and Shupim, whose sister's name was Makkah. The name of the second was Zelophehad, and Zelophehad had daughters. Makkah, the wife of Machir, bore a son, and she named him Perish. The name of his brother was Sherish, and his sons were Ulam and Rakim. The sons of Ulam, Bedan. These were the sons of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh. His sister Hameleketh bore Ishhod, Abezer, and Mala. The sons of Shemida were Ahian, Shechem, Likhi, and Aniam. The sons of Ephraim, Shuthelah, Bered his son, Tahath his son, Eladah his son, Tahath his son, Zabad his son, Shuthelah his son, Ezer, and Elad, whom the men of Gath who were born in the land killed, because they came down to take away their livestock. Ephraim their father mourned many days, and his brother came to comfort him. He went in to his wife, and she conceived and bore a son, and he named him Beriah, because there was trouble with his house. His daughter was Shira, who built Beth, Horon the lower and the upper, and Uzan-Shira. Repha was his son, Resheph his son, Telah his son, Tahan his son, Ladan his son, Amihud his son, Elishama his son, Nun his son, and Joshua his son. Their possessions and settlements were Bethel and its towns, and eastward Naran, and westward Gezer with its towns. Shechem also and its towns, to Azah and its towns, and by the borders of the children of Manasseh, Beth-shan and its towns, Tanakh and its towns, Megiddo and its towns, and Dor and its towns. The children of Joseph, the son of Israel, lived in these. The sons of Asher, Imnah, Ishva, Ishvi, and Beriah. Sarah was their sister. The sons of Beriah, Heber and Malachil, who is the father of Birzaith. Heber became the father of Japhlet, Shomer, Hodam, and Shua, their sister. The sons of Japhlet, Pasach, Bimhal, and Ashvath. These are the children of Japhlet. The sons of Shemer, Ahi, Roga, Jehubbah, and Aram. The sons of Helam his brother, Zophah, Imnah, Shelesh, and Amal. The sons of Zophah, Suah, Harnepher, Shual, Beri, Imrah, Bezer, Hod, Shammah, Shilshah, Ithran, and Bera. The sons of Jether, Jephoni, Pispa, and Ara. The sons of Ulah, Ara, Haniel, and Rizia. All these were the children of Asher, heads of the fathers' houses, choice and mighty men of valor, chief of the princes. The number of them listed by genealogy for service in war was 26,000 men. 1 Chronicles 8. Benjamin became the father of Bela his firstborn, Ashbel the second, Ahara the third, Noha the fourth, and Rapha the fifth. Bela had sons, Adar, Gera, Abihud, Abishua, Naaman, Ahwa, Gera, Shephavan, and Haram. These are the sons of Ehud. These are the heads of fathers' households of the inhabitants of Geba, who were carried captive to Manahath, Naaman, Ahijah, and Gera, who carried them captive, and he became the father of Uzzah and Ahihud. Shaharaim became the father of children in the field of Moab after he had sent them away. Hushim and Bara were his wives. By Hodesh, his wife, he became the father of Jobab, Zebiah, Mesha, Malcham, Jews, Shachia, and Mirma. These were his sons, heads of fathers' households. By Hushim, he became the father of Abitub and Elpaal. The sons of Elpaal, Aber, Misham, and Shemed, who built Ono and Lod with its towns, and Beriah and Shema, who were heads of fathers' households of the inhabitants of Ajalon, who put to flight the inhabitants of Gath, and Ahio, Shashak, Jeremoth, Zebediah, Arad, Eder, Michael, Ishba, Joha, the sons of Beriah, Zebediah, Meshullam, Hizki, Heber, Ishmerai, Isliah, Jobab. The sons of Elpaal, Jacob, Zichri, Zabdi, Elianai, Zillethai, Eliel, Adiah, Bariah, Shimrath. The sons of Shimei, Ishban, Eber, Eliel, Abdon, Zichri, Hanan, Hananiah, Elam, Anthothijah, Iphdaiah, Penuel. The sons of Shashak, Shamsherai, Shehariah, Athaliah, Jareshiah, Elijah, Zichri. And the sons of Jeroham. These were heads of fathers' households throughout their generation, chief men. These lived in Jerusalem. The father of Gibeon, whose wife's name was Maachah, lived in Gibeon with his firstborn son Abdon. Zur, Kish, Baal, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zechar, and Mikloth, who became the father of Shemaiah. They also lived with their families in Jerusalem, near their relatives. Ner became the father of Kish. Kish became the father of Saul. Saul became the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab, and Ashbal. The son of Jonathan was Merib-Baal. Merib-Baal became the father of Micah. The sons of Micah, Pithon, Melech, Tereah, and Ahaz. Ahaz became the father of Jehoiada. Jehoiada became the father of Alameth, Asmaveth, and Zimri. Zimri became the father of Moza. Moza became the father of Benaiah. Rapha was his son, Elasa his son, and Azel his son. Azel had 6 sons, whose names are these: Azrikam, Bocheru, Ishmael, Shariah, Obadiah, and Hanan. All these were the sons of Azel. The sons of Eshek his brother, Ulam his firstborn, Josh the second, and Eliphalet the third. The sons of Ulam were mighty men of valor, archers, and had many sons and grandsons, 150. All these were of the sons of Benjamin. 1 Chronicles 9. So all Israel were listed by genealogies, and behold, they are written in the book of the kings of Israel. Judah was carried away, captive to Babylon for their disobedience. Now the first inhabitants who lived in their possessions in their cities were Israel, the priests, the Levites, and the temple servants. In Jerusalem there lived of the children of Judah, of the children of Benjamin, and of the children of Ephraim and Manasseh, Uthai, the son of Ammihud, the son of Omri, the son of Imri, the son of Bani, of the children of Perez, the son of Judah, of the Shilonites, Asaiah the firstborn and his sons, of the sons of Zerah, Juel and their brothers, 690, of the sons of Benjamin, Salu, the son of Meshullam, the son of Hodaviah, the son of Hassanah, and Ibniah the son of Jeroham, and Eli the son of Uzzi, the son of Michri, and Meshullam the son of Shephatiah, the son of Ruel, the son of Ibnijah, and their brothers, according to their generations, 956. All these men were heads of fathers' households by their fathers' houses. Of the priests, Jedaiah, Jehoiarib, Jachin, and Azariah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Merioth, the son of Ahitub, the ruler of God's house, and Adiah, the son of Jeraham, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchijah, and Masai, the son of Adiel, the son of Jezerah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshilemith, the son of Immer, and their brothers, heads of their fathers' houses, 1,760. They were very able men for the work of the service of God's house. Of the Levites, Shemaiah, the son of Hashub, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, of the sons of Merari, and Bakbakar, Harish, Galal, and Mattaniah, the son of Micah, the son of Zichri, the son of Asaph, and Obadiah, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, the son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, who lived in the villages of the Netophathites. The gatekeepers, Shallum, Akub, Talmon, Ahiman, and their brothers. Shallum was the chief, who previously served in the king's gate eastward. They were the gatekeepers for the camp of the children of Levi. Shallum was the son of Kor, the son of Abiasaph, the son of Korah, and his brothers of his father's house, the Korahites, were over the work of the service, keepers of the thresholds of the tent. Their fathers had been over Yahweh's camp, keepers of the entry. Phinehas the son of Eleazar was ruler over them in time past, and Yahweh was with him. Zechariah the son of Meshelemiah was gatekeeper of the door of the tent of meeting. All these who were chosen to be gatekeepers in the thresholds were 212. These were listed by genealogy in their villages, whom David and Samuel the seer ordained in their office of trust. So they and their children had the oversight of the gates of Yahweh's house, even the house of the tent, as guards. On the 4 sides were the gatekeepers, toward the east, west, north, and south. Their brothers and their villages were to come in every 7 days from time to time to be with them, for the 4 chief gatekeepers, who were Levites, were in an office of trust, and were over the rooms and over the treasuries in God's house. They stayed around God's house because that was their duty, and it was their duty to open it morning by morning. Certain of them were in charge of the vessels of service, for these were brought in by count, and these were taken out by count. Some of them also were appointed over the furniture, and over all the vessels of the sanctuary, over the fine flour, the wine, the oil, the frankincense, and the spices. Some of the sons of the priests prepared the mixing of the spices. Mattithiah, one of the Levites, who was the firstborn of Shallum the Korahite, had the office of trust over the things that were baked in pans. Some of their brothers, of the sons of the Kohathites, were over the show bread, to prepare it every Sabbath. These are the singers, heads of fathers' households of the Levites, who lived in the rooms and were free from other service, for they were employed in their work day and night. These were heads of fathers' households of the Levites, throughout their generations chief men. They lived at Jerusalem. Jeiel, the father of Gibeon, whose wife's name was Maacah, lived in Gibeon. His firstborn son was Abdon. Then Zur, Kish, Baal, Nor, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zechariah, and Mikloth. Mikloth became the father of Shimeam. They also lived with their relatives in Jerusalem, near their relatives. Nor became the father of Kish. Kish became the father of Saul. Saul became the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab, and Ishbal. The son of Jonathan was Merib-Baal. Merib-Baal became the father of Micah. The sons of Micah, Pithon, Melech, Teriah, and Ahaz. Ahaz became the father of Jarah. Jarah became the father of Alameth, Asmaveth, and Zimri. Zimri became the father of Moza. Moza became the father of Bidaiah, Raphiah his son, Eleasah his son, and Aziel his son. Azel had 6 sons, whose names are Azrikam, Bokeru, Ishmael, Shariah, Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Azel. 1 Chronicles 10. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines and fell down slain on Mount Gilboa. The Philistines followed hard after Saul and after his sons, and the Philistines killed Jonathan, Abinadab, and Malchishua, the sons of Saul. The battle went hard against Saul, and the archers overtook him, and he was distressed by reason of the archers. Then Saul said to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword and thrust me through with it, lest these uncircumcised come and abuse me." But his armor-bearer would not, for he was terrified. Therefore Saul took his sword and fell on it. When his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he likewise fell on his sword and died. So Saul died with his 3 sons, and all his house died together. When all the men of Israel who were in the valley saw that they fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, they abandoned their cities and fled, and the Philistines came and lived in them. On the next day, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, they found Saul and his sons fallen on Mount Gilboa. They stripped him and took his head and his armor, then sent into the land of the Philistines all around, to carry the news to their idols and to the people. They put his armor in the house of their gods, and fastened his head in the house of Dagon. When all Jabesh Gilead heard all that the Philistines had done to Saul, all the valiant men arose and took away the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons, and brought them to Jabesh, and buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh, and fasted 7 days. So Saul died for his trespass which he committed against Yahweh, because of Yahweh's word which he didn't keep, and also because he asked counsel of one who had a familiar spirit, to inquire, and didn't inquire of Yahweh. Therefore he killed him and turned the kingdom over to David, the son of Jesse.